Happy Friday, Boalia Desmond here. Thank you for tuning in. Oh my goodness, I was all messed up today and thinking of the dates. You know, every time we have a day off during the week, just throws me right off. But it is Celebration Friday. I hope you were able to celebrate, give yourself a pat on the back, or and just say good job, self. So, Happy New Year, by the way. Happy New Year to all of you. I titled my message today, Be Open. Be open to what is possible for you in the new year. Be open to um, go about this new year with your eyes wide open, your ears to hear. Stay in tune with what God is really sharing with you, or what He really wants you to know about this year. You know, I remember thinking a year ago, you know, my husband was just saying, can you believe a year ago you weren't even really doing these videos? You know, wow, yes, no, I was not doing these videos at all. A year ago, I had no idea. And this time last year, I didn't even really have my word. You know, my friend asked me today, you know, what is your word? I still don't have my word yet. Still praying on that, waiting on the Lord to give me a word. So last year, at some point, He gave me the word growth. And little did I know what that word would mean. My goodness, I'm looking back to the year and thinking, wow, tremendous opportunities of growth. So, what is your word? Do you have a word yet? Has God given you something, or do you have? Are you waiting on God like I am? Whatever it is, but though, keep your eyes open. I even had an incredible conversation today with my friend Carolyn, and to think about all the things that she has done and is doing, the doors that have swung wide open for her is just an incredible thing. But when COVID happened, you know, she had to pivot, just like all of us had to pivot in one way or another, where she left an incredible job. Okay, really, really good job. But God had been pulling on her heartstrings. God was after her, chasing her to align herself with what He had really called her to. And so once she left that job, to think about how everything opened up. I mean, it's so crazy. Sometimes we think we're so busy. Sometimes we think, you know, I'm too busy for that. But you can, as long as you're in alignment with what God is showing you, your busyness is a whole different ball game, because it feels good. Like she said, it feels good because she's helping the people that she's supposed to be helping. She's doing the thing that is she's so completely 100% passionate about, and it just makes that much of a difference. So maybe you're hiding from God. Maybe you're like, God, no, 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 I just don't really think I'm hearing you right. Yeah, He's going to keep pulling on your heartstrings. And you know, sometimes because He's so gentle, He allows us to kind of just do our thing where we think I'm just fine right here. But then He's going to continue to woo you. He's going to continue to open up your heart and your mind to say, hey, you know what? I'm still here. I still have that perfect plan for you. I still have that perfect thing that I want you to do, that I created you for. So keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and be a listener. Like, so sometimes people see things before we do. Sometimes it's hard for us to identify the very thing that we're supposed to be doing, but somebody else sees it and they say, hey, you know what? I think you're so good at such and such a thing that I think, you know, really you would be so good at doing whatever. And it just, you know, until we kind of open our hearts up, until we open ourselves up to what really is possible, to what really God had probably shown us already. But because we're hiding, or because we don't know that that's really what we want to do, or that well, it's too scary because I'm comfortable over here. Well, you know what? When God shows you something, it's not going to be an easy thing that you're just going to do by yourself. It usually requires a lot of faith. It usually requires a lot more people than yourself to get you to the next point, to get you to where He wants you to be. So have faith. Have faith. Believe in Him. Not in your own abilities, but in Him, because He has aligned those destiny helpers for you to get you to your destiny. He has aligned it all for you. He doesn't make mistakes. He's got a perfect plan. He already has the blueprint, and we just need to trust. And then when He speaks, to be able to act upon that. So I want to encourage you with that today. Whatever it is, maybe you haven't even set a single goal. And you know, half the time we don't set goals is because we're afraid. You know, we're afraid to look at where we are, to where we're going. So don't be afraid. Take a minute. You know, there's got to be one thing you want to accomplish in this year, because otherwise the year is going to get through and you're going to be awfully disappointed in December. And you know what happens when we don't have a plan, or when we don't see anything else beyond what we're seeing right now? is we start to think, well, life happened to us and how unfair things can get. That's where this, the self-pity and the pity parties start and all that. You know what? No, God didn't. He made us in his image, which means that we all have gifts within us. We all have strengths within us. We all have the ability to be and do exactly what it is that he planned for us. Okay, nobody's better than you. You have different gifts. So open your heart, open your mind, be open to what he has in store for you, because it's always so good. So happy New Year, everybody. Excited to see what he's doing in your lives. And so I will see you tomorrow.